What is up? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday. It is August 10th, 2025. We've got the Helium Miner update coming to you from our Alpine, Wyoming World headquarters. Got Mr. Maui around. He's checking stuff out. Beautiful Sunday here. It's about mid 80s. A little bit of cloud cover, but super nice. Wind's probably going to start picking up here in a little bit. Hopefully everyone is having a great weekend. Let's get to the update. If you've been following along on the channel, you'll know that we have 4 MNTD helium miners. We got 1 in Kailua Kona. We got 2 in Portland, Oregon. Got 1 here in Alpine, Wyoming. And we bring you these updates every week, do the live updates. And that is about what is happening right now. I think that as far as from a helium perspective, we're able to bring a little more to the table there, just as far as having different locations. So it's just seeing how those work, whether you're on an island in the middle of the Pacific, or if you're here in a small town in western northern Wyoming. We're got about 90 miles or so southwest of Yellowstone, and then also Portland, Oregon, which is more of an urban area. So able to kind of bring you a little bit of different perspective there. But anyhow, let's get to it. As far as market update, IoT. That one's trading at 0.000446, up about 8%. Helium HNT trading at $3.06. As of the time we're doing the live stream here, it is up about 9%. Bitcoin at 118,600, up about 3%. And then finally Solana at $182.73, up about 13%. So good news for holders of Solana. As far as the market update, just as far as helium's concerned, we just recently had the halving, which is a deflationary measure, but it also cuts down the earnings on the miner, and you'll see that here in just a second as we get into the specific update of our miners. And again, not financial advice. We just do this for hobby, just fun, and that's about it. Just like I said, hobby. Other thing is MicroStrategy, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, they purchased 21,021 Bitcoins in this past week period or so. So that's probably the other, the kind of the big news there. The Genius Act, that passed and became law. That's been a little over a week. As far as that's good for stable coins. And that's about it for as far as big larger updates here as far as the market is concerned. So getting to our miners here, our Kona miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon with a couple of other miners. And like I mentioned before in these other updates, take a look at the Helium map and you'll see what that hexagon area entails. If you're looking at setting up a miner, you'll see if you have to do revenue sharing there or not. That's what you would see on the Helium map. Anyway, that Kona miner, and again, in the tropical areas, cost of living is a little bit higher. Obviously these miners, they piggyback onto Wi-Fi, so not a lot of energy usage, about 5 watts, so not much at all. But again, the areas with the higher cost of living, where there's going to be less folks probably doing it, like in Kona, you typically you're going to earn a little bit more, even though we've seen recently just again, you earn more depending upon whether you've got other miners there in your hexagon or not. But again, we share with a couple of others here in the Kona one. On a 7-day basis, then that one earned 0.176 helium tokens, down about 49%. And again, that's as a result of the halving. So hence, we're about almost 50% down. We were closer to about 0.35, 0.4 helium tokens there per week before the halving. So that's where they're at right now. Our Portland 1 location, that one's sitting in hexagon with 5 other miners, so we are doing some revenue sharing there. That one's at 0.073. That one used to be at 0.15, 0.18, or around there. anyway, down about 50% or so for the week as a result of that halving. And then our Portland 2 miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon by itself, so no revenue sharing occurring there. That one's at 0.239 helium tokens for the week, down about 51%. And actually, that Portland, our Portland 1 location, that one's down that one's down 50%. So again, right at that half mark because of the halving on the helium that occurred here a couple weeks ago. And then our Alpine miner, if you've been following along, just rural mining, not doing super well. It's more because there aren't enough miners here. We did have them when we set this thing up a couple of years ago, and we were the only miner there in the hexagon. Earnings were good, but now it basically doesn't have any other miners to communicate with as far as the decentralized helium network, so nothing happened in there. Big fat goose egg. But again, we do include it in our ROI calculations just to keep things honest. So taking a look and totaling that up on a 7-day basis, we are at 0.488 helium tokens. Again, that's from the halving. Typically, we've been closer to about 1 or so. But yeah, we've been cutting in half here. Looking at on a 30-day basis, our Kona miner is at 1.467 helium tokens. Our Portland 1 miner is at 0.618 helium tokens. Our Portland 2 miner is at 2.082 helium tokens. And actually, taking a quick break here. There's Maui. He's just chilling. He's on a live stream at Maui. There you go. Awesome. And then our Alpine miner, again, big fat goose egg. Total earnings for the 30 days is at 4.167 helium tokens. And again, halving has not affected that completely yet, just because that 30-day total includes about 2.5 weeks of before the halving, and so kind of having the full earnings there. So taking a look at on a cash basis, as we do here, based on helium at $3.06 per token, our 7-day earnings is a whopping $1.49, cut in half again this week. And then our 30-day earnings is $12.75, another big old whopping total. Again, not financial advice here. We are just doing this for fun. And then again, I would suspect because of the halving, our 30-day total is going to start shrinking there over the next couple of weeks as well. Total ROI, which we do here every week, so we can compare from week to week perspective against our baseline. We take the 30-day earnings and divide by 30 to get a daily rate, and then we extrapolate out over the full year and divide by the capital investment to get the percentage of return, or the return on investment on the capital, and that turns out now to be 9.7%. We were in the 10 range last week. Before that, the last couple of weeks, we've been closer to 13. I think we've hit 14 as well. But as far as because of the halving, it's 9.7%, and I suspect that's going to drop a bit. I would suspect most likely the price of helium is, I would see it, most likely going up, just to keep people incentivized so that they keep their helium miners running, so the network moves in the right direction. But again, just my opinion only. So that is about it. Hopefully, again, everyone's having a great weekend. There's Mr. Maui. He is still chilling. We're going to head out in the Razor in a bit, maybe head down to the river or so and throw a ball and jump in, cool off. Hopefully everyone is having a great weekend. As always, like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and certainly leave down your comments below if you've got questions or regarding your helium mining experience. So that should about do it, and hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. Maui says have a great week, and that should about do it. We'll see you for the update next week. Peace.